Could there be some real connection between cat coloration and fundamental aspects of their behavior? In health, what began as an academic curiosity turned into a surprising discovery that captured the attention of the international scientific community. Thus, in 2012, a group of scholars from the renowned University of California embarked on a fascinating scientific journey by deciding to investigate this question that intrigued both researchers and cat owners around the world. The result attracted considerable attention and changed the way we understand our feline companions, as the researchers discovered that there was, in fact, a significant and measurable correlation between these seemingly distinct aspects. This initial discovery paved the way for further research conducted at various universities and research institutes around the globe, all converging on similar conclusions. In addition to rigorous academic studies, countless detailed accounts from experienced cat owners from around the world began to reinforce this revolutionary idea, creating a substantial body of both scientific and empirical evidence. So, let's join us on this journey of discovery to deeply understand what specific coat color can reveal about your feline companion's complex temperament and overall well-being. This exploration goes far beyond superficial appearances, delving into the intricate connections between genetics, behavior, and health that make each feline truly unique. Welcome to the Cat Forever channel, where we unravel the most fascinating mysteries of the feline world. Tuxedo cats, also known as black and white bicolors, are truly special and exude an unparalleled natural elegance, always appearing impeccably dressed in a classic tuxedo for a formal occasion. Interestingly, the iconic character Sylvester from the Looney Tunes cartoons serves as a perfect and widely recognized example of this tuxedo color pattern. This distinctive and striking appearance is not merely a matter of aesthetics, but reflects equally remarkable behavioral characteristics. These felines are often described by animal behaviorists as exceptionally balanced beings, managing to harmoniously combine two seemingly contradictory aspects of the feline personality: the cat's characteristic independence and a surprising capacity for genuine affection. They deeply enjoy their moments of contemplative solitude, but also greatly value periods of close and meaningful interaction with their human owners. Their remarkable intelligence allows them to learn complex tricks and even play fetch, demonstrating a behavioral versatility that resembles some canine characteristics. Their naturally calm and observant demeanor may initially give the impression of emotional coldness or detachment, but this perception is completely mistaken. In reality, these felines simply demonstrate affection more selectively and consciously, expressing true affection only when they feel genuinely confident and secure in their environment. Regarding health issues, tuxedo cats do not present specific risks directly linked to their coat color, requiring only the preventative care common to all domestic felines, including special attention to ideal weight control and regular monitoring of kidney function. Cats with all-white coats represent a fascinating genetic phenomenon and are the subject of numerous specialized behavioral studies. Extensive scientific research consistently demonstrates that these felines tend to exhibit greater independence than other colorations, while simultaneously being recognized as remarkably calm animals and significantly less prone to episodes of sudden aggression or impulsive attacks. Despite maintaining a naturally reserved and seemingly distant demeanor, these cats develop deep and lasting emotional bonds with their primary caregivers, a special connection that often only becomes fully perceptible and appreciable over time and through careful observation. There is a widely held, but scientifically incorrect, popular belief that all white cats are invariably born deaf, but this generalization is completely false and can lead to harmful misconceptions. The reality is much more nuanced. Only a specific percentage of these felines are congenitally deaf, and this condition occurs more frequently in those with intense blue eyes. When a white cat has both blue eyes, the statistical chances of developing bilateral deafness, affecting both ears, increase considerably. In the case of felines with only one blue eye, the deafness condition can manifest unilaterally, affecting only the side corresponding to the blue eye. On the other hand, white cats with other eye colors, such as green, yellow, or heterochromia involving non-blue colors, generally do not face this specific hearing challenge. A crucial and often overlooked aspect of caring for white cats is the absolute necessity of adequate sun protection. Due to the complete absence of melanin pigmentation in their coats and skin, these felines are extraordinarily vulnerable to the harmful effects of ultraviolet radiation, presenting a high risk of developing severe sunburns that can progress to serious dermatological complications, including precancerous lesions and carcinomas. For this fundamental reason, it is absolutely essential to avoid any prolonged or unprotected exposure to intense sunlight, especially during peak UV radiation hours. Additionally, the condition known as feline acne tends to be more easily visible and diagnosable in white-coated cats due to the contrast provided by the light fur, typically manifesting as small comedones or blackheads located primarily on the chin or around the mouth area, requiring specialized veterinary attention when identified. Contrary to ancient cultural superstitions and deeply ingrained and founded prejudices, cats with completely black coats are definitely no less affectionate or loving than felines of other colors. On the contrary, an impressive number of experienced owners and behavioral researchers consistently report that these felines are extremely affectionate, demonstrating an exceptional capacity for forming intense emotional bonds and genuinely loving close physical contact with humans, often affectionately nicknamed lab cats due to their natural tendency to seek constant physical proximity. Their characteristic dark coats are the direct result of a specific genetic condition known as melanism, a fascinating inherited trait that causes a significant increase in the production and concentration of the dark pigment melanin. This genetic phenomenon brings with it a particularly interesting and potentially beneficial scientific discovery. The same gene responsible for melanism may confer a certain natural resistance against specific viral diseases, including FIV feline immunodeficiency virus, a serious condition that affects the feline immune system. While this genetic trait doesn't make them completely immune to these diseases, it may offer a significant evolutionary advantage in terms of resistance and ability to fight off infections. These felines are also widely recognized by the veterinary community as naturally hardy, adaptable, and resilient to environmental changes. Unfortunately, and completely unjustifiably considering their numerous exceptional qualities, black cats consistently face discrimination in shelters and adoption centers, statistically being the last to find loving new homes. In everyday domestic life, these companions demonstrate exceptional playfulness, intensely curious about their surroundings, and often quite communicative and expressive in their vocalizations. Tabby cats, scientifically classified as tabby, represent one of the most common and genetically diverse variations found in the global feline population. These felines exhibit an impressive array of distinct visual patterns, including classic stripes, irregular spots, complex combinations of both patterns, and unique variations that make each individual visually unique. This rich aesthetic variety is also strikingly reflected in these animals' personalities, which can vary dramatically from more discreet and observant behaviors to displays of extreme sociability and extroversion. By genetic nature, they are intensely curious about virtually every aspect of their environment, love exploring new territories, and demonstrate a highly developed hunting instinct, often engaging in elaborate play that simulates natural predatory behavior. A particularly notable behavioral characteristic is their exceptional socialization capacity. They typically establish harmonious and lasting relationships with both children of all ages and other domestic animals, making them ideal companions for multi-species families. Like tuxedo cats, tabby cats do not have specific predispositions to health problems directly related to their particular coloring, requiring only the standard preventative veterinary care recommended for all domestic felines. Orange cats, also affectionately known as ginger or marmalade in different cultures, possess a fascinating and unique genetic base centered on the O gene, specifically responsible for the production of the orange pigment called pheomelin. This particular genetic trait is intrinsically linked to the animal's sex through an X-linked inheritance mechanism, resulting in the remarkable statistic that approximately 80% of all orange cats are male, creating a pronounced sexual imbalance in this specific coloration. As for distinctive behavioral aspects, a substantial number of experienced owners consistently state that these felines tend to be extraordinarily friendly, demonstratively playful, and socially engaged, with some owners going so far as to compare them to domestic dogs due to their unquestioning loyalty and constant and active pursuit of meaningful human interaction. A distinctive and completely harmless physical characteristic of these felines is the natural freckles on their skin, small pigmented spots visible primarily on the nose and lips, which are genetically determined but tend to gradually increase in number and intensity as the animal ages. Regarding specific healthcare, some veterinary studies suggest that orange cats may have a slightly increased tendency to develop gum and periodontal problems, requiring specialized veterinary attention and rigorous preventive oral hygiene, including regular tooth brushing when possible. Gray cats, according to multiple comprehensive behavioral studies, exhibit significantly lower levels of aggression directed specifically toward humans, compared to other feline colorations. These animals typically exhibit docile, naturally calm, and moderately reserved temperaments in their social interactions. This behavioral tendency should not be misinterpreted as pathological shyness or emotional insecurity, but rather as an instinctive preference for carefully observing new situations and fully assessing the environment before deciding to actively engage in social interactions or territorial exploration. Tortoiseshell cats, scientifically known as tortoiseshells, feature a genetically complex and visually striking blend of black and orange coloration distributed in unique and unrepeatable patterns. The vast majority of these felines are female due to intricate genetic inheritance mechanisms, specifically linked to the X chromosome, creating a statistical rarity when males of this coloration are occasionally born. These cats are widely known and recognized by both owners and feline behaviorists for their characteristically strong, determined, and sometimes defiant personalities, occasionally displaying more assertive behaviors that include intense vocalizations such as growls, or physical displays of displeasure through occasional pawing when displeased. Despite this reputation for strong temperaments, these felines are simultaneously incredibly faithful, devoted, and loyal to their chosen owners, demonstrating affection and care in a particularly intense and emotional way when they establish bonds of trust. Calico cats represent a genetically distinct and visually stunning variation of the tortoiseshell pattern, characterized by the presence of three completely distinct and clearly defined colors: pure white, deep black, and vibrant orange, arranged in unique and artistically natural patterns. Similar to tortoiseshell cats, these felines are also predominantly female due to the same complex genetic mechanisms of sex-linked inheritance, and specialized behavioral studies indicate that, like their tortoiseshell cousins, they can exhibit characteristically more temperamental, expressive, and emotionally intense behaviors. Despite this documented tendency toward more dramatic behavioral displays, a significant number of detailed owner accounts consistently highlight their sweet, genuinely friendly, and unconditionally loyal side, demonstrating the fascinating complexity of the feline personality. It's worth emphasizing that, while there are statistically observable patterns of behavior associated with specific feline coat colors, each individual cat remains an absolutely unique being with its own distinctive personality, specific behavioral quirks, and unique individual characteristics. Crucial environmental factors such as the quality of early upbringing, adequate early socialization opportunities, formative experiences during the first months of life, and medical procedures, such as neutering, exert profound and often decisive influences on the development of final adult temperament. If your feline companion doesn't exactly match the behavioral descriptions presented here, this is completely normal and expected, as individuality always trumps statistical generalizations. Regardless of the specific coat color, the truly fundamental aspect that transcends any physical characteristic is a depth of unconditional love, dedicated care, and mutual respect you develop and maintain with your feline companion. This special emotional connection is what truly defines the quality of the human-feline relationship and determines the mutual well-being of both involved in this unique and deeply rewarding partners. Imagine for a moment your special feline, be it an elegant tuxedo ready for an eternal ball, a mysterious black cat with eyes that shine like stars in the night, a tiny white snowball that illuminates the darkest corners of the house, or a mischievous little cat that turns every falling leaf into an epic adventure. Each purr is a declaration of love in an ancient language that only truly connected hearts can fully understand. Each affectionate headbit is a whispered thank you for finding someone who sees beyond colors, straight to the feline soul that pulses with life, curiosity, and a pure love that is independent of any scientific standard or behavioral statistics. Ultimately, your cat isn't just orange, black, white, or tabby. They're the companion who warms your feet on cold nights, who knows exactly when you need a comforting purr, who transforms a simple house into a home full of life, and who teaches us daily that true love sees straight to the heart. And if you'd like to discover more ways to further strengthen this magical bond and avoid actions that can emotionally hurt your precious companion, I invite you to watch the next video, which shows 16 things that can affect your cat's heart without you realizing it. Continue this journey of discovery with me here at Cat Forever, where each video is a new opportunity to better understand these extraordinary beings who chose to share their lives with us, painting our days with the most vibrant colors of unconditional love. See you in the next video.